My name's Mackenzie Tierney, and I live here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, with my parents and my dog. Now, a little funny story about how I started off my summer break. That Tuesday that classes ended, I got my wisdom teeth taken out. All went well, and I did okay. And the next morning, I woke up to take my pain pills. Well, I went to go brush my teeth before I ate. Which is a big mistake. I don't suggest you do that. And I started to feel a little bit dizzy. So I decided to go into my bedroom to grab my phone to text my stepdad to let him know. Well, I didn't make it. I passed out and I hit my head on my dresser and I cut my eyebrow open. As you can see, this lovely, nice pink scar I have here. I cut my eyebrow into 2 pieces. So I spent the following 8 hours in the ER waiting to get stitched up. And I got 8 stitches and 2 stitches on my eyelid. Now I'll be a sophomore next year at Taylor University. I'm studying to be a special education teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher. Teaching is something that has always been in my heart, and I've always felt like God has led me towards to do special education, specifically just because I want to give kids the same opportunity as I had growing up, because I was very lucky. I went to private school and my mom supported me through everything. She let me do pretty much whatever I wanted. And I know kids with special needs, it can be very challenging for parents, especially because they have to go through so many therapies. They have some health problems. They learn differently than us. And another thing is elementary kids, if you give them the passion to learn, they'll want to graduate and they'll want to go on and do something with their lives, which I feel like is necessary for kids these days because most kids don't graduate high school or go on to college. And more recently, I've decided to minor in OVC. Now, how this came about was because I went on a spring break mission trip at Taylor to Russia through the BOAS project. Now, the BOAS project works closely with orphanages, so we spent our entire spring break in an orphanage, which was 7 days. In the mornings, we went and did vacation Bible school, so we taught them about God and how God came to save us. And we also taught them about Jesus' love, and we told them the story of Jonah and Noah's Ark. And then we also went outside and played in the snow with them in the afternoon, which, coming from a girl that was raised in Texas, trust me, I hate snow, but that was one of the funnest things I had there. One of my funnest memories is I had this little boy named Danya. He was like my little buddy, and his favorite game would be that he would slide down the slide, and he knew he wasn't supposed to slide down the slide face first, but he would try to do it when I was standing right there. So he would try to slide down, then I'd pick him up and spin him around and put him back on the slide, and he loved it, and they would scream more, and that was just one of the most inspiring things to do. And this led me to minor in OVC, which is Orphans and Vulnerable Children. Now, I didn't really know where that was going to take me, so after coming back from processing everything, Jennifer Meshberger emailed her entire team to let us know about the Village Tree program at Taylor. Now, the Village Tree program allows us to see the more back half of how orphanages is run, to see how funds and how they get grants and how they get their money to do these things, which is very exciting to see. And I feel like it's something God has called me to do. So with that, I'll be on a practicum this summer going to Africa for 2.5 weeks. We get to implement this new research project that they're doing to see how the kids are accepting the programs and how well they're doing in the orphanage or with their parents back at home. Now, James 1:27 writes, to look after orphans and widows in distress, to keep oneself from being polluted in the world. And I feel like that verse has stuck with me throughout this entire experience because this was our team verse for Russia, and I feel like this is something God's calling me to do. Now, I know that I won't be able to save every kid or to go out and help all these kids, but with one kid, it can make an entire difference and just in that one day or that 1 week you spend with them, and that's kind of what I want to do and be able to help them. I want to let them know they're not alone and people are there fighting for them. Now, I don't know where all these things are going to take me, but I'm super excited to see what happens and what God's plan is for me. Thank y'all for listening. And then here's my audience members.